What's up, everybody? Jed Johnson here from DieselCrew.com. Of course, you know they call me Napalm. This is number 9 out of the 31 days of Q&A. And this one is about bending. It comes from Alexei Malafeyev. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. He wants to know, how do you condition the base V shape? So he's talking down here of your thumb to not feel incredible pain at high effort. I find I can only do one hard bend per week because my thumb bases blow up in pain. So reverse technique is what he's talking about. And what you do is you take a steel bar and one hand is overhand and the other hand is underhand. And you wrap the steel bar or the nail and you bend it like this. And when you bend, the force goes through the base of your thumb here, okay? Now, I have seen some people, when they've bent, they kind of go over this bone. And if that's what you're doing, then, make sure you stop doing that. So let me get a little bit closer. If you're going like this over this center, this first phalanx of the thumb, get away from that. You want to be going here. And he said V shape, so I think he's talking about this. All right, hopefully you can see that. To a degree, that is something that you just have to get used to. You have to build up tolerance to that, and you kind of have to kill the nerve endings a little bit so that they don't get so lit up every single time you bend. But I did a great deal of reverse bending back in my day. And even when I was really new, I got to tell you, man, I didn't experience anything like that I would label incredible pain, or the thumb bases being blown up. So I'm wondering if you need to play around with your wraps a little bit, because there should be very little contact between the nail and the actual bone of your hand. The way that you should wrap, there should be padding here so that you don't experience that. So I'm wondering if either your wraps are too wide out on the ends of the nail, or maybe you're using very minimal wraps. If that's the case, I mean, that's your prerogative. You're the one doing the bending. You can do whatever you want to. I'm not going to stop you, but I never bought into the bare hand steel bending or the minimal steel bending. I know that there's certs out there with like 4x4 wraps. So 4 inches this way and 4 inches that way, and that's all the wraps you get. You want to do that, go ahead, but that's going to tear your thumbs up. I always used a wrap that was at least 12 inches long. I don't know what the Iron Mine wraps are, how long they are, but you can still get pretty good padding out of an Iron Mine wrap. So I think what you need to do is maybe drop back, don't bend such hard stuff, get your tissues used to the exerting that force and experiencing that pressure on them. Deaden those nerve endings a little bit so you're not so sensitive. Rewrap a little bit different way so you're getting more padding, and check your technique to make sure you're not just sheerly bending that steel bar right over your skin. Because I remember plenty of times where I got brush burns and it was scabby there on the thumb from the tension, and you get shaking and stuff, and the wrap is moving back and forth on your thumb rapidly. But as far as the level of pain you're describing, I never had that. And I was a pretty consistent reverse bender, and at one time was pretty darn good. So I think I know what I'm talking about coming from this angle, answering this question in this way. I think there might be something off in your technique. If you want me to analyze your technique, I do coaching videos for $20. You send me your attempt, and I will analyze everything and shoot you a video back to maybe correct your form. But I've helped a lot of people out that way, especially with bending and grippers. But you know, I'd be happy to help you out if you want to email me, jed.diesel@gmail.com, jedd.diesel@gmail.com. And really, that's about it, man. I wish you the best. Bending is a lot of fun, so let's try to figure out what we got to do to make it a little less painful for you. Hey, if this video has been helpful, give it one of these. Be sure to subscribe. More questions can be put in the comments section, and I will log them and consider them for the Q&A this month. If there's any other benders that are watching and you want to leave a comment and help this fella out, I invite you to do so as well. Thanks, everybody. All the best in your training. Take care.